Doodly-doo-doo. Bop, bop. Hello, and welcome to episode 31 of the Tell Us Something Good podcast. I'm Purple, she, her, snack lover extraordinaire, and this is my co host.
I'm Tiffany, she, her, your least favorite Twitch streamer and general do-gooder, and we're here to hang out every week, me and Perp. We yap a little bit, we talk about what made us smile that week, we share our listeners' glimmers, and we tell you a positive news story from recent times. Because the world is on fire and it's a terrible, scary place, and sometimes all you can do is focus on the good and try to not scream and cry into a pillow every night of your life. Which is what I'm personally working on right now. I'm having like anxiety dreams about like political takeovers. Like I had a nightmare about that last night, and it was like like I know that I'm being affected by the way the world is right now. So I'm very thankful that I get to do this podcast with you, Perp.
I am so generally concerned for your well being right now.
I'm generally concerned. I should probably get a therapist at this point. Hey, BetterHelp, I'm actually serious. Please sponsor us. I can't afford it on my own.
Oh, there's also psychiatry. They've been big adding on my Instagram.
Yeah, we should reach
feed.
out. We should reach out to them. We should be like, hey, can you help us? We'll talk about you guys on the pod if you just give us free therapy.
Yeah, that'll be great. It'll be great.
Oh,
Oh, goodness.
oh my gosh. Hi, Perp. How are you feeling today?
Hi. I'm feeling rather good. I
Great.
like the cool weather. We've been getting like 60-degree weather, and we've been
Good for
like, having the
you.
windows open. Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
nice.
It
Wish
does
I knew
sound
what that felt
great.
like.
So I like it. It's nice having the windows open, having that cool breeze, and it's just nice and cozy. So,
Yeah,
but my week's been it's been going okay. At least today it's been good. We
great.
had breakfast today. We had pancakes and bacon and
Ooh,
eggs, and we had some toast on some everything
wow.
sourdough.
Did
It
you
was a good
make all
time.
that?
No, actually, Big Snacks did.
Okay.
I was just there, and I was singing songs that drove them nuts. That's it.
If
Yep.
you were singing me songs while I was cooking you breakfast, it would soothe my soul and make me giggle.
Well, it's like this. I hyperfixate on the same parts because sometimes I don't know any more than the song. Like certain, you know what I mean? Like I don't know the whole song. So like this morning, it was, all right. Hey, drop that dun dun dun, and that's it. That's all I kept singing was drop that dun dun dun.
Is that from Dandadan?
No, that's totally like a song. That's not
Oh,
from
yeah.
an anime world at all.
I'm sorry.
So
I knew that, actually.
it's
I was
it's
just testing
okay.
you.
I don't even know the song. I just know drop that dun dun dun, and see that's it. That's all I just keep singing over and over again.
It's probably gonna get
So
stuck in my head now.
you're welcome. You're welcome. And I was like, you think a dun 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 is a butt? And he's like, I don't know. And I was like, I think it is.
He's like,
And
please
then
eat
that's
your
it.
fucking pancakes.
Oh, he's just like,
Aw.
can you just stop singing, please? Not just like, but it's also 6:30 in the morning. I'm doing this, by the way. So just
Oh, I was still
not
asleep
everyone's
at
ready for
6:30.
that. Yeah, not everyone's ready for the perps energy in the AM. And I have to remember that about myself and about other people. But anyway, I'm going on too long. How are you today, Tiff Tiff? How are you doing?
Well, like I said, I had a restless night, so I had a hard time getting started this morning, but now I'm halfway through my cold brew and I'm feeling a lot better.
That's good.
Yeah. I'm feeling okay. I'm drinking cold brew with some pumpkin spice oat milk because I am not getting fall weather, but I am trying to channel it.
Cool.
We do get a little bit of like cool-ish weather at like 6 o'clock in the morning when I leave the house for work. But
Mm-hmm.
then it's like 95 by the time I'm heading home. So it's still ass hot here in Florida, unfortunately.
Ass hot. You heard it
Yeah.
here
It's like
first.
it's like being between sweaty, swampy butt cheeks. It's disgusting.
Just put a fan on and then stand in
Um,
front of it and drop that dun dun in
Drop
front
that
of the
Don to
fan.
Don. Yeah. I have been rewatching Sailor Moon lately, like
Oh,
the subtitled version, which has been
yeah,
really
yeah, yeah.
fun. I think I'm really thinking about doing a Sailor Mars cosplay.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Wait,
I,
Sailor Mars, Sailor Mars, Sailor Mars.
the red
That's a
one.
different one. Oh, okay. Okay. With
Fire!
a purple bow, yeah? Or is it red bow?
Purple and she's purple and red, I think.
Yep. Yep. And she has
And
long black hair.
she does the fire. Yeah, she's the psychic girl with a short temper.
God. Okay. Hey, I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing about no Sailor. I know Sailor
I didn't know
Moon.
you
That's it.
the main one, yeah. And Tuxedo Mask.
Yes, I know that. Because I'd watch Powerpuff Girls and then Sailor Moon would come on after Powerpuff Girls. And then I think I had to go to bed at that point.
Mm,
So I would just be like, okay, bye, Sailor Moon, that I'd overwatch.
yeah, I get it. Yeah, Sailor Mars is the long black hair, white and
Hmm.
red, and she does the fire. Fire. She's very cool. I like her.
No, that's great. I know. Okay, so I know who you're talking about. I got her confused almost with the green and white
Sailor
one. So that's what I was like.
Jupiter.
See, I'm not against watching Sailor Moon, by the way. I'm not. I just have to like. I just didn't grow up with it, but I would watch
Mhm.
it now because I do see a
It's
lot of
really
memes.
fun, but I do think like watching it now, I'm a little annoyed by Sailor Moon at like the first couple episodes, but it's only
Hmm.
because like she hasn't fully recognized how powerful she is yet. And the other thing about Sailor Moon is what makes her so powerful is her friendships and her
Yeah.
bond with her friends. So like once Sailor Mars and Sailor Mercury come into the picture, um then like I that's when I really start to enjoy the anime more. Um and I think Sailor V is gonna come into it soon too. Sailor Venus.
Is that orange?
She's orange with long blonde hair, but
Is
instead of
this
having
funny
it,
how I
yeah,
I
like
don't
you know
watch the
their
show?
colors, but because I
I
feel like
know
the anime is
enough.
so ingrained in our culture, especially as like our nerd culture. Like Sailor Moon is anime royalty. It's like up there with Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Yeah, I
even
don't know why
someone
I
like me
answered.
who really doesn't watch anime is really enjoying it. Oh, and I'm really excited because Pokemon Concierge is back.
Yeah, we actually watched one of the episodes so far that came out. I don't know how many are out, but we did watch, or did we watch two? We definitely watched one of the
It's
newer
my
ones.
we downloaded the whole series the day it came out, but we found that we only had the subtitled version of it, and I don't mind watching subtitles, but Pokemon
Hmm.
Concierge is something I kind of like to have on in the background because it's so like
Hmm.
chill and calming. So we decided to wait until we can get the dubbed version. And then
Okay.
the other thing that I started watching, well, rewatching, and you know who's watching it for the first time? Troy. Never watched this show before, and it's because I've been talking to you and you like it so much. But I had him download every episode of Bob's Burgers.
Oh,
And he has
that's
never seen
awesome.
them. We were watching the first episode, the first couple episodes, and we were both literally laughing out loud. Like belly laughing. Like he's like, I can't believe I've never watched this show before. It's so good. I'm like, I
Yeah.
know, it's so funny. He said he likes it. It kind of works because like Louise is like they're kind of like Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but like a wholesome version of it because they have like the gang and they each have their own little personality and like the fucking that one where it's like, so you're not gonna get revenge today? And he's like, no, Louise, I'm not. And she's like, because I've cut your credit cards into a ninja star. And he's like, you cut my credit cards? And she's like, into a ninja star.
Like you're not getting the point, Dad. Come on, Ninja
Oh,
Star. Who cares about what I actually did?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a ninja star. So we've been really enjoying that. And that's kind of been
Oh.
I've been reading a romance book. Like a wholesome romance book called Pumpkin Spice Cafe, and it's really cute.
Oh. Yeah, I actually just saw I haven't read it, but I did see that advertised by Cozy Games, I think. It's
Mm-hmm.
a like Instagram person.
I follow them. I follow them.
Yeah. They definitely
Um,
had like a thing on there about it. And I
it's
was like,
really
okay.
I wanted to do it because like I feel like I read a lot of horror. I do read a lot of horror, and I read at
Facts.
night a lot, like before
Hmm.
bed. And I'm like, maybe I'll be less anxious when I'm falling asleep if I'm not reading about people getting their limbs ripped off. So I said, let me put
That's
this, and it kind of feels like Gilmore Girls. Like that's the vibes it gives me.
oh,
Like it's
okay.
very cute. If you're looking for a cute, wholesome, little heartfelt read that's like warm and fuzzy, please read Pumpkin Spice Cafe. It's really cute. I'm not even that far into it, and I'm like, this is like being in Stars Hollow.
Yeah, there actually is a book that I typically read around this time called Pumpkinheads. It's a graphic novel, but it's about like a guy and a girl. They're like both friends, and they
Cute.
work at like this pumpkin like farm type place, and they both have their own jobs, and they're trying to like get this guy to like meet up with this girl that he likes, and it's just a very good read. I think it's not that it's like probably an inch. I think an inch thick
But the
book, but it's not bad.
graphic novels you can usually read in like a day.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. It's
that's
just a really
cute.
good read for fall. I like it a lot. I'm glad you're
Nice.
watching Bob's Burgers though. It is a really
Oh,
like wholesome. I think it's a wholesome
it's
show,
it's
even
really
though
it's
it's a little
so easy to
chaotic.
binge watch too. It's so easy to binge watch.
Oh yeah, yeah. What I've been binge watching lately is Golden Girls. I started to rewatch a Golden Girls, and that's a very cozy, comforting show of watching these like old ladies just do their thing. And um I just made it into the second season, but I've been watching that at night, and it's probably like maybe like 30 to 40 minutes long. And
Hmm.
I'll try to get like I'll it depends, but I usually try to get maybe like 3 episodes in a night. Sometimes it's two, but I never try to just do one. But Golden Girls is where it's at as well.
Wow, I don't think I've ever really sat down and watched that. Like I know I've caught episodes of it here and there, but I was never on the Golden Girls train.
I think my mom and I, well, definitely my mom and I used to watch it, and then I think that's what it is. A lot of nostalgic
Oh.
stuff for me. Yeah, because we used to watch Golden Girls together too. So I started a rewatch of that like a couple years ago, and then it got dramatic, and I stopped watching it because I was like, "Ooh, the drama! I gotta stop! I gotta stop."
Oh, you know what's crazy? We've sat
Hmm.
here for like 15 minutes yapping already, and
Yeah.
nobody listening knows that we're dressed up today for Halloween.
Oh, hey, I just had to adjust my hair because it kept like stabbing me in the neck. So I was
I
like,
like
"Ooh, let me pull
forgot that
that
we're
down."
both wearing costumes for a second. Hi, listeners. If you're listening to us on Spotify or Apple Music or wherever you listen to your podcasts, you could be watching us on YouTube right now at Tell Us Something Good Pod. I'm currently dressed up as Pikachu. Perp is currently dressed up as
Coraline. I love
Coraline.
Coraline. She's one of my faves.
We did not plan to both be yellow characters. This happened by accident because we're friends.
Yes.
Because we're
Yes.
same wavelength.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
well,
fun
I am
time.
starting to feel the cozy fall vibes, even though it's 100 million degrees still here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm okay with that. What you have any you want to get your grumps out of the way? Do you have anything that
Sure.
made you really grumpy this week?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll go with
Yeah,
my little grumpy
I
grumps.
do have something that made me grumpy.
I do have something to say. So Perps Coraline over here. Heyo. So my my grumps would be, as you know, my current job situation of, we got what, like almost 3 weeks? Almost 3 weeks. That is so cute. Is that from McDonald's? Or is it big? Or is it
No,
small?
it's
Does it light
it's
up? Does it
yeah.
talk?
Usually, if you pet its head, the
I'm
cheeks
like
light
asking a
up
million
and the
questions.
ears move and the arms move. But I
I
think the
kid you not.
battery's dead.
I feel like I got one of those from McDonald's, but like much smaller, but very similar
I
things.
don't
I
remember
was
how
just
I got
thinking,
that.
I have to find it, but do you remember the Pikachu where like its cheeks would light up and its like arms would be like, chill, chill. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think
I
I have
have
one
one of
of
those. It's
those.
back here, but I had to have to like search for it.
This guy.
Does it move?
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a little hat. It's the hat. It's the
I have
hat.
I have so many of these, by the way.
Oh.
Oh, he
Oh,
doesn't talk. He's also dead.
no.
Oh,
No, there's something in there. Oh. I don't think
he's
my
so
Pikachu
cute.
actually has batteries in it for it to talk. I should check that out. I got batteries here,
I got
but I
this
have
from
to
my
find
friend
it.
MM Redbeard. He sent this to me, I think, one year for
Oh,
my birthday.
Redbeard. Nice. I love that. I love that. It's so cute.
Yeah.
I
I'm
have
sorry
like
to interrupt your grumps.
no,
Sorry, go
you're
ahead.
fine. You're fine. It's fine. It's fine. Now okay, now Evie's ears like sticking out. So like either have Evie like in the shot
He's not in the
or
shot for me.
yes, he is. His
No,
ears
he's
right
not.
there.
No, it's not.
Maybe I want to see Evie's face.
Now
Okay,
his
that's
ear's in
fine.
the shot.
There we go. All right, that's all I need. Okay, so anyway,
I'll hold him
so
here
my
to
whole
cover the stain on my shirt.
oh, okay. So, okay. Hold on. Oh gosh. Okay. So, current job situation, right? My current job's ending in like almost going to be 3-ish weeks. But yeah,
Oh,
starting, yeah, it's actually 3-ish weeks now. So, I am on the hunt for the jobs and I've had now 2 job interviews. I was very ballsy and I did 2 phone interviews on Friday, which was also my day off. Why did I do that? I don't know. But to get it over with, basically.
mm-hmm.
But I think I answered everything. Um, I asked questions, they asked questions. It was very conversational. Literally, both of these like phone interviews were probably 15 minutes long. Like one was
Okay.
supposed to be 30 and it ended up being like 14 minutes. And the other one was specifically 15 minutes. And we used Microsoft Teams on it, which was kind of weird. So I basically sat here at my computer with my headphones on, used my stream mic, and I'm like, it's like I'm streaming.
Yeah.
And then the other one is going to be over Zoom. So I'm like, is that a voice call or is that a video call? Is Zoom voice
Prepare.
or video?
It could be either or. Prepare for video, just in case.
Okay, so I'm gonna have all my goofy stuff in the background. But I'll probably just wear like a black t-shirt or something. I'm not gonna like I'm not gonna get all dressed up.
You don't
Like,
have
come
to wear
on.
pants for a Zoom interview. It's kind of
That's
cool.
right. They will never know. But I was thinking like my background, and I'm like, it's not it's my space, okay? Or I could use my phone, but I don't really want to do that.
Yeah.
Um, if anything, I did say to Big Snacks, I'm like, I mean, because his office doesn't have anything in it, so I was like on the walls, I'm like, I could always use yours. But that'd be a lot of work. I don't know. I'm overthinking. Anyway, so I'm still applying places. I'm still like I've actually started to take notes of like what everyone's responses are, doing like
Yay,
little
so
thank
smart.
you. Yeah, I've never done that before. Little thank you, like thanks for interviewing me. One of the people that I work, well, one of the people that like kind of was coaching me for like interview stuff, like interview questions, was like, make sure you send like an email, like within 24 hours of the interview and thank them for interviewing you in the first place and that you look forward to the next steps in the hiring process. I'm like, that's a little forward,
You should be
but
forward. Being
I'm gonna
assumptive,
do it.
assumptive works. Yeah, no, you should be assumptive.
Oh yeah, no, I did. But what I
Always
didn't
assuming the
do,
role is yours is like for me, that's what I always do. I call it delusion and it works every time.
oh, okay, good. Well, I was just like, it's just something I'm not used to. I'm doing a lot of things I'm not used to doing, which is not a bad thing. Because I'm getting used to it. And
Hmm.
I'm remembering that I'm more in charge of job interviews than the interviewer, Like, I'm like, I can choose to work for you or not. And I already
Yep.
kind of have an idea of who I don't want to work for already, just based off the mannerisms of the
Hmm.
interviewer. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I'm trying to remember, even though my job's ending, I don't have to just settle and I don't have to just have something,
Hmm.
Like, I don't know. I don't know if that's like,
Especially if you're working on it now, so you have choices. If you were
right.
waiting to the last minute, then obviously you would have to settle and then keep looking for something. But
Hmm.
like because you're giving yourself time, that's so smart. What is your grump? Is the just the job ending your grump? Because this all sounds positive to me.
That's just me talking.
Oh, okay.
That's just how I talk. Um, because job interviews, they're awkward. They're awkward because you have to sell yourself. You have uncomfortable conversations. I feel like you're you're trying to sound comfortable answering them, because you're coming up with all this mumbo jumbo to say. And
Mm-hmm.
given I've been very truthful in my answers, like I like helping people. I want to like find like a nice coordinating job that's consistent and has full time and benefits. Like I don't think I'm asking for a lot. It's more just the hours, I think, and the pay that I'm kind of being more like particular on or
Yeah.
picky.
Yeah.
And then also, while also being at my job right now, given its ending, so they're like yesterday, there's like some stuff that was missing, like they're taking stuff down and moving it over to the new space. I'm feeling less like I'm needed there, which is fine. But at the same time, it's like, why am I here? Because what's
Yeah.
the point of me? Like, I could clean, but like, what's the point of
You're
cleaning in a
you're
space I'm not
there.
going to be in
You're
much
there.
longer?
You're basically driving there to hang out and collect a paycheck.
Yep.
Okay.
That's how it feels. And like just, socialize with my coworkers and then keep things flowing. Like I'm still,
Mm-hmm.
and then also, can I just say it's also sad because a lot of the clients that are coming in are thinking that I'm moving into the new space and I'm
Oh,
not. And this is where it's going to sound like a glimmer, but it's not glimmer status, but it's not bad per se.
sure.
It's kind of
It's
funny,
neutral.
but I'm networking through telling clients I'm no longer going to be there
Hey,
anymore. So
smart.
that I'm like, hey, like, hey, can I add you on this social media? Hey, can we keep in contact? Hey, let me know if anything, gets out. There's this one lady that comes in and she used to work at my dentist office like a long time ago. And she works at one now. And so I was like, hey, she goes, oh yeah, like I'll let you know. I'm like, okay. And then I found out I don't really go to an eye doctor anymore just because I can't afford the insurance. Um,
I hate
or
living
I
in
don't have
America.
insurance. I don't have insurance. There we go. I don't have vision insurance. So I've just been buying glasses off the internet. But one of the clients that was there, I found out she works at my old eye doctor office. So because she told me that her boss might be expanding the practice and she goes, you'd be really good at this role. And I was like, well, where are you guys located? And she like kind of told me like, hey, do you know where this is? I was like, yeah, that's where my old eye doctor used to be. And then
Mm-hmm.
she's like, wait a minute. And I'm like, what? And then just because she works for an eye doctor, but she said ophthalmologist, and I didn't piece it together.
Yeah.
So very funny. But yeah, so I guess that's like my grump. So, going through the job interview process, it's uncomfortable, but I do get a little bit of a high when I get like an email that says, hey, we are interested in you. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh,
like,
a little
cool, they're
dopamine hit.
interested.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So like, it's awkward, uncomfortable. Do I get a spike of anxiety? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, part of me is like, I should just say no. I could just ignore them. I could just respond 2 days later. Um, but I don't because I'm like, no, because I have to remember I'm only going to have a job for this much longer and it's not a race. I got to be patient and I have options and I feel like I'm very capable of, finding something that I like want, where I'll be
Yeah.
happy. So anyway,
Proud of
and then
you.
also, thank you.
This
Thank
is
you. I
this
have
doesn't
such a, what,
this seems
what?
like a glimmer to me. I'm so sorry. I feel
It's
like this is
okay.
a good thing.
It's, it's just, it's just my current life at the moment. It's very
Yeah,
stressful though. Don't get me wrong. I'm very stressed. I'm very,
I'm
very
sure.
stressed, but I'm trying to just be patient and do what I can and just like I'm having fun with applying places. It's easy, but it's more
Yeah.
just when they reach out. It's just the anxiety and the stress I think that are like underlying. So I'm trying to just be calm and take on what I can. And also, like I said, the current working condition at my job right now is also just kind of like a little depressing, a little bit,
Yeah.
because I'm glad I have like a plan at least, because definitely I'm getting the question of, do you know what you're gonna do? Do you have anything lined up? Da da da. And I'm like, well, thank God I'm doing shit. Because when you
I
imagine, I was like,
know.
no, I'm not doing nothing. Squat. But anyway, that's my whole thing. Sorry that went on a little bit longer than I intended it. But
It's okay. Yeah,
what
yap
is
away. I love
I'm
yapping.
yapping. I'm yapping. It's
Yaptastic.
just very it's yaptastic. It's just very it's just been my life the past couple weeks. And I kid you not, I am actually very surprised. I did 2 phone interviews on Friday.
I'm really proud of you. I feel like this is like a 180 from last week.
Like, I kid you not, yeah, that's true. I don't remember last week, but was it bad? Was it good?
You were having some trouble.
Was I? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, block that out. Um, But I just figured, why not get it over with? And then I was like, cool, I can take the weekend to just chill. And then I got a message yesterday being like, hey, you want to, like, when can you do an interview this upcoming week? And I was like, dang it. I wanted to
No,
calm
it's good.
down.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
It is good. No, it's
And the
good
more
to
interviews
reach out.
you do, the more you'll be like, oh, okay, no big deal. I'll go talk to this person and see what they're about.
That's kind of where I'm at, but it's
That's
also
how I do
like,
it.
it's been all like phone interviews. The past two have been phone interviews, which I haven't done in over 10 years, by the way. So it's kind of funny. So I'm like, okay. But I also, it might be because not that I'm streaming, but it's like my streamer brain in a bit,
Yep.
like a little bit, where I'm like, because I don't see anybody that, I'm obviously like, I'm streaming, and so I see myself, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't hear anything back. Whereas it's just having a phone conversation, and I don't have like phone anxiety, because obviously that's my job to talk on the phone. So it's nice that I'm being considered in the first place, and it's nice that I think I'm really throwing people by asking them questions back, and the kind of questions and the amount of questions I'm asking, and then writing them down. Like, why I've never thought about doing this before, I don't know. But
It
um
seems so simple and like what you're supposed to do, and you're just like, oh, that happens to me all the time with a bunch of stuff. Where like I'm like, why didn't this is such a normal thing? Why haven't I done this before?
yeah, well, because I guess no one really talks about it. They're just like, oh, you're there and you're doing stuff and blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh. Whereas my therapist, she literally said that she'll bring 2 copies of her resume, one for her, one for
Hmm.
the person, which I'm like, that's smart. And she'll bring a notebook to write down stuff in. And I'm like, I always just went in. Like, I just went in and sat down and didn't ask them questions, because I'd be like, nope, nope. Because I think I was always wired with, you have to say yes to everything. And then
Hmm.
you want the job. And so you have to say yes to everything. And you're not a problem. And you got to just pretend to be perfect all the time. And then I'm just like, where did I even learn that? I don't know. But
I'd love to know who taught that to you so I could beat them up.
okay. Well, no one taught me it. I think I just gathered that. Well, this is also might just be like a dated mindset. Oh, did I just scratch my freckle away? No.
No,
Okay,
it's
cool.
sticking.
What? I thought I touched it. I was like, where is it?
Um,
But anyway, Tiff, I'm gonna ask you your grumps. Oh,
hmm.
you got grumps?
Do I have grumps?
You got
Um, I'm
grumps?
I'm kind of worried that My Chemical Romance is gonna get rained out. There's like
Why?
supposed because it's an outdoor arena and there's projected to be rain in Tampa that
Like,
weekend.
what's the chance?
Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. It looks pretty. It looks pretty rainy right now. Looks pretty
Well,
rainy.
is there a percentage of what percentage of the area is gonna be rained out?
No, I just saw that it's supposed to be raining from like 4 p.m. to like 11 p.m. that day.
It'd be kind of sick though. Not
It
gonna
would be
lie.
if they perform in the rain, but if there's
That'd
like
be
thunder and
cool.
lightning, they'll probably call the whole concert off.
Well, I think all we can do is hope for the best.
Yeah.
And I think it'd be really cool if they did perform in the rings. I feel
I
like,
I think it would be a cool concert. I would still go. I would wear a poncho and everything.
yeah, a My Chemical Romance poncho, even. They probably will give them
Oh,
out. Oh my God, could you imagine?
that would be sick. That would be sick if they had My Chemical Romance ponchos. I don't really have a lot of grumps this week. I can't really think of anything. Um, my job was being a little weird. Like, I got invited to an award ceremony on Tuesday from like 2 to 4. So, like, I put in some time off and I said, oh, hey, like, did you see my time off request? And she's like, no, I haven't. But, like, the people from corporate are going to be here and they may want to sit down with some people. And I was like, okay, but I'm not going to be here from 2 to 4. So,
Yeah.
um, I don't know. They were just being really weird about that. But it doesn't really matter because I have a bunch of interviews lined up and I'm not really worried about it.
That's fair. So I
Yeah.
guess so is the word ceremony not work related then?
It's not. It's for the vegan
Okay.
chef challenge because
Yep.
I like had so many different items. They uh called me a super voter and they sent me an invitation to the award ceremony and there's like a couple of raffles and stuff and like a giveaway for the super
Oh my
voters.
gosh.
Um
That's cool.
yeah, that's one of my glimmers. Um so I really want to go to that, but I don't know if I'll be able to. Actually, I won't be able to because I didn't RSVP. Ooh,
Did
because
you
I
need to
didn't
do it
by
before?
yesterday. Oops, I guess that's my
Oh.
grump. I forgot to RSVP to the.
But you already put in the time off, so
Well, I don't think they're gonna give it to me. I think they're gonna make
oh.
me be at work that day. Whatever. I don't care. I can't wait to
Would you
quit this
just
job.
That's fair. Would you just be leaving early then? Because do you typically work
Yeah,
till 4? So you'd just be leaving
I
by
work till like
2.
I work till 3. I work till 3:30.
Mm-hmm.
I work like 6:45 to 3:30.
That's nice. See, that's a
Yeah.
good, I feel like that's a nice schedule. Like, I'm trying to find something at least similar to that. 4:30 or 4 is
They
probably
want
my goal of end time, but hey.
I think they want me to come in later and work later, but I think that's what the
Mm.
conversation is going to be about.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because it's been a point of contention for me, but I've worked that schedule for a year and no one said anything until they moved me to this new office. Um,
Right.
so that's their fault. And honestly, at this like they could have sat me down at any point in the last couple months that I've been at this new office and been like, "Hey, we need you to work these hours." And I would have been receptive to it, but it's like the lady who's supposed to be my boss is like scared of me or something. She won't like talk to me about that kind of stuff.
So she's having corporate come in and talk to
So
you
she's having
instead, which
I
sounds
think she's
way more
literally
intense.
I think she's literally like gonna stand behind corporate like a shield because she's a bit of a coward and she's gonna let them tell me that I need to change my hours, which is so funny to me because I'm willing to do that because I'll go in at 8:30 and I'll just go to the gym before work and then I'll just go right home
Yeah.
after work and I won't have to like go to the gym after work.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're just being really crazy. And then what's going to happen is I'm just going to find a different job and quit and leave them high and dry with no one to do insurance.
That's fair.
Which you
Because they were
should
trying to get you
never
to work
do, by the
Fridays at
way.
one point.
I
What?
do work
Oh, what?
Fridays.
Oh, you
I
do?
just I just work short Fridays.
Oh, for some reason. Okay. Okay.
I work until like 11:30 on Fridays.
Oh, okay. So that's like really short, actually. Like really, really short. Like almost. What's the? Okay.
It's 5 hours.
Um. Hmm. Oh, I was like 2 hours, but then never mind because you go in early. Never mind. Never
Hmm.
mind, Tiff. So, but they wanted you to work later on Fridays. I think is what it was. Maybe that's what I'm
I
thinking
think they
of.
do. Hmm.
Right?
Hmm.
Okay. Huh. So I'm sorry. You also said you should never do what?
You should never quit a
You're
job
leaving high and
typically.
dry.
Yeah, you should never typically do that. It's not good. But I'll never work for this company again.
Wait, never quit a job or never quit a job
You should
without putting in notice?
you should never quit a job and leave them high and dry. It's not something you should typically do. You should typically put in a two
Oh,
weeks
okay.
notice and like leave on good terms.
Okay. Because I was like, it literally just sounded like you said, nope, never quit a job. I'm like, too late, Tiff. Too late.
No,
I was like,
no,
girl, don't
def
tell me you've never quit a job before.
yeah, I have quit jobs for sure.
I know.
Most of
That's
the
why I
time,
was
honestly,
confused.
mostly I've been fired from jobs. LOL. I
You know,
got fired
actually,
I got fired from Play and Trade.
hmm
Then they asked for me back, and then I got fired from
hold
Best
on.
Buy.
What? You got
Play
fired and then they asked for you back?
Yeah,
That's a thing that
they
happens?
fired me because I was texting on my phone in the back of the store and they got it on camera and they literally like called me into the office with the owner and the manager and they showed me the footage and they're like, "What do you have to say for yourself?"
Sorry.
I said, "I don't know, I was probably asking my boyfriend what he wanted for dinner. Like, what do you want from me?"
Yeah.
Like it's a video game store. It's not like a financial institution. Get over yourselves.
Right.
So they fired me, and then like a week later, they're like, "We really need you to come back," which was so
That's
funny.
embarrassing. Did you go back?
Yeah, I was moving out of state. That was like right when I was coming to Florida. So I went back for a couple weeks, and then I moved to Florida.
That's embarrassing on their
Yeah,
end. Like that's really embarrassing.
and then I got fired
Um,
from Best Buy.
for what?
Um, it's kind of a weird
If you want to
story.
share.
Yeah, that's fine. When I worked at Best Buy, I had a friend there who I would watch her dogs for her when she would be out of town. And she would pay me to do that. She used to work with me there, but after a while she got a different job and she left, but we're still friends and I still watch her dogs. Um,
You.
one day she came in, her husband's in the military and he was going on deployment, and she came in to like honestly just to like say hi and like give me money and pick something up, and I bought him a case for his tablet like as a gift because I'm friends with them.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a sick discount when you work at Best Buy, by the way. The discount for Best Buy is crazy.
Okay.
Um, so I bought him a case for his tablet, and she gave me the money for watching her dogs over the counter.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 200 and something dollars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And then like a week or so later, I get called into the office. We had a new guy in my area of Best Buy. He sucked. No one liked him, and he was really creepy. And he would like stand behind you and like inhale deeply, like he was smelling you. He was a weirdo.
It reminds me of somebody. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Um, and
Ooh.
he would like inhale deeply,
Ooh.
whatever. It was really gross. And he basically told them that I was giving people discounts for stuff and taking the cash directly over the counter and pocketing it. And I'm like, first of all, I bought them a tablet that cost me $15, and you think I took a $225 upcharge for it over the counter under the camera? Or do you think I'm an idiot? The answer is yes, and they fired me for it. Um, so that's when I went to work for Verizon. And and then, I mean, both my Verizon jobs, I quit on my own terms, but
Wow, girl. Wow. Dang. Actually, I think I get asked twice. I've gotten asked twice now, and it's also on applications where it's like, have you been fired from a job? And what's the reason? And I'm like, I've only been fired once from my job, and
you
that was when I
always
worked
say no to
in.
that, by the way. You never answer that.
No,
Never
I
answer
never
that.
say, I said no. Okay, is it really going to be relevant in 2012 that I got fired from Meyer because I didn't suggestive sell to every customer every time and failed the mystery shopper? No. Is that still relevant? No.
Because I failed a mystery shopper.
Like, I'm sorry. And also, they were like, I don't know. It's just, I remember the store director being all like, and he got fired, by the way. The store director got fired that fired me. So, does it
Yeah,
matter?
fuck that
No.
guy.
No, it doesn't. Um, Other than that, all the places I've ever worked, I either left on my own accord or they went out of business. That's been my like literal luck with stuff lately. With like at least my job history. But yeah,
Fun.
I just remember I didn't suggestive sell, which means, and a lot of people are like, what does that mean? And I'm like, okay, like, hey, they bought a pound of sliced turkey. Here you go. And then at the end of it, I go, do you want any spinach dip or anything? Do you want that French bread that's on sale behind you that you're probably not even noticing? Do you want some of that? That's on sale if you want some, by the way. I can't get it for you, but you can go over there and get it yourself.
Fuck Byron.
And I was so against it. I was like, this is so stupid. I'm not doing suggestive selling. And then they were really honest about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really honest. This is like when, like, people in delis didn't wear hairnets. They just wore hats, by the way.
Fun.
Yeah, they didn't used to wear hairnets, fun fact. And I had my little mohawk, and they had me wear a hairnet, even though, like, I had, like, a little bun sticking out of my hat, because it was, like, my little mohawk bun. It was like,
Cute.
yeah, yeah, it was great. It was great. It was also my, like, grieving job, after my dad passed away. But no one really
Mm.
bothered to, care about that part. It's fine. I was a husk. Anyway,
Oh yeah, when I worked at my brother passed away when I worked at Best Buy, and like a week after he died, my manager was like, "When are you coming back?" I was like, "What the fuck?"
oh my God. See, I didn't tell anybody. That's the thing, which was really stupid
That
thinking
is
about
really
it now.
stupid. Yeah.
But like, Well, because I think in my brain, I didn't want anyone to feel bad for me, and I didn't want anyone to like really know my biz because it's a very. Plus, I was also probably just traumatized, Tiff. I probably still
Yeah.
am traumatized.
Yeah.
Um, Still have not gone over that whole thing in therapy yet. No, no. But it's there. It's sitting there. It's down there somewhere. But
Yeah.
yeah, it just was very like, girl, even like after that happened, I went and presented. I went into like a group presentation and presented the day after it happened. So,
That's crazy.
why did
Well,
I
I
do
feel like
things? I don't know.
sometimes when we go through something like that, like our body goes on autopilot and we almost need to like just keep doing the normal day-to-day stuff to like function at all. You know what I
Yeah, well, I
mean?
think at the time, no, yeah, and I don't like, I think also at the time, and you know, I mean this, like my mom was just, she did her best, but I think I even said I couldn't go to school the next day, and she told me that she goes, you should go, but then she told my brother that like he didn't have to go to school next. So, because I think my brother was gonna
Hmm.
go, and then she told him the opposite, and then
Hmm.
I said I shouldn't go, and then she was like, "You should." And she admits now to this day that it was not a like no one should have gone
She
to school the
was
next
she was
day.
also grieving, you know.
Yeah, we're all no one does that. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone has those days.
Yeah, I would have I don't know if I would have not told anyone. I was pretty close with the people I worked with at Best Buy, like in the Best Buy mobile department. Like we all hung
Yeah.
out a lot and stuff. But what happened was like I was at work when my mom called me the when my brother first went missing. And like, do you know where your brother is? We haven't seen him. He was supposed to come pick up the kids today, yada yada. Um, and I was like,
Oh.
no, I haven't, you know, and we obviously like, so there was like a whole week where no one could, like, there was a couple days where no one could find him. Like, we didn't know where he was. And then they found him after he had committed.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I was at work when my boyfriend at the time, and I saw him walk in, and I saw him and my general manager walking towards my department. And like, I could just like tell by the look on their face that like,
Oh, I just
something
got
awful
chills.
had happened.
Oh, I
Yeah.
just got chills. Oh gosh.
And like, so
Ooh.
everybody unfortunately knew that. Um, so it was really hard.
Oh yeah. Well, so you guys were close. I didn't know
And,
anybody.
and I had to like
Yeah.
go to Georgia because I was living in Florida at the time. So I had to go
Okay.
back to where my parents were and do all that. Um, it was rough. Dang. Anyway,
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay, Tim.
hey,
I
if
was
you guys
just
are struggling with mental health, please reach
hey.
out. It is Suicide Prevention Month. I'm currently raising money through To Write Love on Her Arms. There will be a link in the show notes if you'd like to help donate. If not, please look for other ways to get involved. Share the donation link if that's something that you can do. Any kind of awareness is good. Check on your friends, check on your tough friends, check on your funny friends, because sometimes you don't even know when people are struggling. Um, and take care of yourselves. If you need help, make sure you reach out. Well, you know what? We'll also put resources in the show notes this week as well for people who feel like they're struggling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. I know I didn't mean to
Um,
go on such a note there, but
well, yeah, we really went down a dark grump. I'm really sorry about that, you guys. Sorry for that. Wow. Hey, can't tell us we're not real on this podcast, right?
we real. We
We can
real.
let's talk about what made us smile this week. What made you smile this week, Perp?
So, I got some. So, okay, so yesterday, well, okay, hold on. Now I'm about to say something, and then I read a word of what my glimmers are, and then I stop myself, and then I'm like, hold on, and I'm like, hold on, I'm getting like overwhelmed, even though
Do you
I didn't even
do you
say
need a
anything yet.
moment? Do you need a
No, I'm
moment?
okay. I read my first one's donuts, because I went to this pumpkin farm. I'm like obsessed with donuts. I'm not gonna lie. I don't
You
know
really
why all of a
are.
sudden I've just been craving them donuts, yo. Um, like, I mean, I probably should mention after I had those two phone interviews on Friday, I went and bought ice cream.
You deserve it. What
It was
flavor?
great. Uh, it was Ben and Jerry's.
Cherry
Milk and
Garcia.
cookies has been my
Oh,
jam.
we have a non-dairy milk and cookies in the freezer right now. It's delicious.
It is delicious because I think I mentioned it before. That's the first one I had was the non-dairy one, so I got that one. Anything with like cookies and ice cream, that's just been my thing. So it's just been great.
Yep.
The donuts, so yeah, I've never been to this pumpkin farm before, by the way. That was my first time there. And it's like probably 9 minutes from work. And it was a Saturday. So, one of my coworkers told me about it. She goes, you probably could just drive by and see if it's too busy. It was hella busy, but I was like, I don't give a shit. I'm going to get some donuts. So I did. I got some pumpkin glazed. I got some apple glazed, like normal, like just glazed. And then I also got some apple ones that are salted caramel glazed. And I haven't
Cute.
had that yet. That's what I'm gonna have after we are done here. And I made okay, so I made kind of like a buddy there. So they had like these little baskets with like these little pumpkins, these little
Oh.
crocheted pumpkins.
Oh yeah, I
Um
saw you post those. Those are so
yeah,
cute.
they were only like $5. And they had a million different kinds like everywhere. So like this one was just like I thought it was like very plain. Like I was like, that's
Mm-hmm.
cute. They had some other colors, but I want to know, like, I tried asking the lady when I did checkout. Oh, sorry. The buddy I made was this one person. I don't know what their pronouns were, but they picked up this one and they're like, "Oh, look at this one." And I'm like, "Now I have to get it because they
It's
thought
like
I
a
would like
calico
it."
pumpkin.
Yeah.
I
They also
like
had some
it.
really bright ones with like pink, yellow, and blues, but I just wanted to know, like, are they from socks? Are they from like because I mean they didn't know. They're like, that's a really
That
good question. I'm like, I
it
just want to
might
know
be
where they
made
come
from like
from.
leftover yarn, that one, like the patchwork one.
Yeah.
Like a
And like
bunch
there
of
were
like
multiple
scrap
like
yarn.
this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. And like I liked they had like a few of the I don't know why I usually buy stuff in threes, by the way. I don't know why. But I'm surprised I only bought two. But I was just like, they're so adorable. So I don't know. Maybe I'll get more. I don't want to go crazy. I thought two was a good number.
It
But
is.
they're really cute and I just kind of checked out the place. They had a corn maze, but I just really was there for donuts and I got a gallon of cider
Mm.
and I just kind of looked around. They had like, like soup mixes, they had their own jams, they had different like kinds of cheese and
Oh,
like
that's
dipping
so
cheese and like
fun.
salsas. I'm a sucker for some like soup mixes, by the way. Those like, where they give you the noodles and the spices. That's my shit. Fuzzy socks
Yeah.
and some soup mixes.
Yeah.
Or
And
dip
it's like,
mixes.
oh
Mm.
yeah, 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 yeah. I love a French onion dip mix.
Oh yeah. They had
Yeah, yeah,
some
yeah, yeah.
but they were like kind of $13. So I was like,
Oh, well, they must be really good.
I know. And I was like, ugh. And they didn't have some dairy-free chocolate chip cookies there. They didn't have like dairy-free donuts or anything. But anyway, it looked really good. I only got 6 donuts because I was like, I'm not gonna get crazy. But it was good. I just had to remember, when you are parking in a very busy parking lot with like kids and families and all the sorts, like you gotta just gotta be aware of your surroundings. But it was really good. Like I said, the job interviews. I mean, I have anxiety and I'm seem to be doing just fine. I'm sweating a lot,
But
but I
you're
think it's
doing the
getting
damn
better.
thing, and you're doing
I'm
it
doing the damn thing. I'm
scared.
doing it scared.
I'm
Exactly.
proud of
You
you.
already know. I already decorated our house for Halloween. I'm a little
Cute.
confused because I don't feel I'm like either missing decorations or I feel like it's not really I literally put up some of those like tapestry things that are like, they look like torn fabric or like
Yeah.
spider web,
Hmm.
whatever. There's like a table runner that I just have thrown over one of the windows, and then I have some
Yeah.
green, purple, and orange, green, purple, orange, something purple. I don't know. Halloweeny colors. I have that. I have a light up. I have some pumpkin lanterns lit up, which are battery operated, so I don't have to like
Hmm.
plug them in. That's so cool. And then I have like little things here and there. I have some 2 banners I want to put up. I have my Stranger Things tapestry I still want to put up, but I know stuff tends to fall down if I just tape it, so I'm trying to figure that out. Command hooks probably. And then I'm getting into the kick of like watching Halloween movies. So I watched Halloween Town last night. I'm probably gonna watch some more today. It's like my little comfort thing. I got a really cute thing I forgot to tell you on Friday. Also, after when I went to go get ice cream, I had a clothing like pickup thing, like a store pickup, and I got this little ghost cardigan that has little ghosties all over it. So I'm
Hmm.
very excited about that. But that's pretty much it though. Donuts and Halloween and my cute little crocheted pumpkins
I'm
and
excited
just
about your crochet pumpkins. They're very cute.
they are so cute and just like talking to, whoever, because like I've never been there before. That was my first time ever being there at that pumpkin
Mm-hmm.
farm. And so the person I was talking to, I told them it was my first time there, and then they were kind of explaining to me everything. Like, oh, there's this barn back here. There's food there. You can like go to the corn maze. There's like these apple cannons, and I was like, corn maze is my shit. So probably gonna do that at some point. But it just seemed like I just love pumpkin farms. I just love corn mazes. That's all I want is a good corn maze.
I
Don't
love a
ask me
good, yeah.
why. Like, I don't even care if the people in front of me are like leading me out of it and like how to get out. I just love the idea of corn mazes.
Yeah. Me and Troy and I always go to a pumpkin farm on like a little date every fall now.
Do you like get all
it's like
dressed up?
because he takes really cute pictures of me all over the farm. I know. He's like my little photographer and he'll be like, "Yes, you look so good. Yeah, now turn over here. Oh, you're like a shining star." Like he's hyping me up the whole time. It's so cute. I
Oh,
know. I
I
can't.
love that for you. I love that
He's
for you.
crazy.
No, he's great. So that's pretty much my glimmers for the week. How about what are your glimmers, Tiff?
Oh, our friend Pixie and I hung out yesterday. I
Go
know.
on.
Okay, so we went to this thing called there's this game that exists called Love and Deep Space, and I don't know. Apparently it's about being a hunter and like fighting these aliens, but everyone knows that at the core of it,
What?
it's about yeah. I was surprised that there was a combat section, but there is combat in the game apparently. But everybody
That was
knows
a
at the
dating
end of the
simulator.
day, the whole point is it being a dating simulator. Yes, it is. I haven't played the game at all yet, but Pixie's really into it. And my friend Janisha Colors on Instagram, by the way, you should all go follow her. She's very talented and very nice and very cool. She created the event, she organized it, and she ran it. And she did such a good job. She had a couple of vendors there who were selling goods. Um, she had a big stand up of so it was all about this like one character. His name was Zane, and like it's his birthday or whatever. So it's all about him. She like had a big cutout of him, life size. She had these things, they're like these cards with all of the men's faces on it, and then like
Ooh.
these little like top loader protectors. So you put your favorite guy in the little card protector, and
Mm-hmm.
then she had like hundreds of these sticker like sheets, and you would take the little sticker sheets and you would decorate the outside of the whole card. You want to see it? Should I go get it and show it
Yeah,
to you?
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
hold on.
I want to see. I want to see.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I've never played the game, so when Troy and I got there, Troy was there. He did not care about the game either, obviously. He was just there for moral support and to drink boba. And that's like
Oh, there was boba.
it
Was
was
that
at
a
a
boba
boba
place?
it was at a boba shop, which was really cool.
Heck
Called Mog Tea. So if you're in Jacksonville, Mog Tea snaps, they're so good.
yeah.
Um so you get the little like face card and then you put it in a top loader and you decorate it with stickers. And so when we picked one, I said Troy, hey, we're gonna pick like help me find a third for our relationship. Like our help me find a unicorn. So he picked out this
Oh.
guy and then I
Mhm.
decorated the card. His name's Raphael.
Raphael.
This is the I
Oh,
decorated it.
I love it. You're gonna send me a picture of it. Unless you already took a picture of it, then
I did it on my
but
Instagram. And
okay.
then hold on, I'm gonna sneeze.
Blossoms, blossoms.
Oh my God, what the fuck?
That was very Pikachu sounding. I'll let you know that right now.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay. So, and the other thing is like girls will bring stickers of all the different, they call them biases, and give them out to like their favorites. So like some girl gave me this of Raphael. Apparently he's a mermaid and he like does magic.
He's a mermaid.
Yeah, he's a mermaid.
Okay,
Um,
I believe it.
so and so I put like little stickers on it. I was really proud of it. Um, and
Oh, I see.
there was a girl that came up and she was like dressed as one of the characters, like one of the men, like a
Oh,
gender bent version of it. She looked
oh.
really good. Um, and
Did you
then
tell her that?
oh yeah. Oh, she gave me a
Okay.
bracelet for my bias too. And like it has a little mermaid tail on the bracelet. Like she made them and it says his name on it, Raphael. Um,
Oh my.
so that was cute. And then after that, Pixie and her husband and Troy and I, we went to this place called Ibisu Jack's, which is like a Korean Asian lifestyle store, and they had um a couple of crane games, and they have like snacks, they have housewares, they have like blind boxes, they have skincare.
You took Pixie to a blind box place?
I She didn't buy
You
anything. She
Good
didn't buy
job,
anything.
Pixie.
I know, I'm
Proud of
really proud of
you.
her. They did buy a bunch of snacks though. They did.
Uh, fair. Fair. Hey,
Um,
blind box snacks, weigh it out. Which one you gonna do?
Although the chips
Aw.
there were like $4 for like a little bag of Japanese chips, which is
They
crazy
knew
to
what they were
me.
doing. They knew. They knew
That
people
place
would
is really
pay
cool
for it.
though. You know what is a good deal there though is the houseware. They had this box of like it was like four little bowls, two big serving bowls, four cups I think, four spoons, and four sets of chopsticks for $55, and they were Pikachu themed. Oh,
Oh,
I think I'm gonna go
okay.
back and get those. $55, it's really good for all that.
See, my thought is, I wish it was 25.
Yeah, but that's a lot. Like that's a lot of stuff
That
for
is.
$55.
That
And it
that
was
is a
like
lot.
good quality. It wasn't like plastic. It was like
Right, right.
ceramic, you know?
Yeah. Did you take a
Um,
picture of it?
no, I didn't, but we'll go
I
back.
take a picture of everything. I swear.
Oh, well, you know, some of us don't have room in our camera roll. Okay?
I probably that's probably what's going on with my whole Gmail account, and it's like you're running out of storage. I'm like because I have so many photos.
Yeah. Um, and then we went to this place called Sushiko for dinner. They have like sushi. They have a bunch of stuff.
Ooh.
We had a really nice dinner, and Pixie and I, we just vibe. Like there's never a lull in the conversation with us. Like it's never awkward. We just have a good time. We're like this, like opposite sides of the same coin. Like you said, we're like we look like complete opposites, but we vibe.
It was the
I got
outfits. It was the outfits.
I got five high scores on five different pinball machines. After that, we went to the arcade and I got five high scores. I have a high score on Jaws. I have a high score on Godzilla. I have a high score on King Kong. I have a high score on which one? Deadpool.
Ooh, there's a Deadpool
And
one.
yeah, they have some cool ones. And Star Wars. I have a high score on Star Wars. Star Wars is my favorite one.
Oh, that's so
Um,
cool.
yeah, and we like just hung out and chatted, and I was so excited that her husband and Troy got to like really yap into like they had found like common ground over comic books, and they were talking about that. It was just a really nice day. And then obviously My Chemical Romance is next week. Less than a week
I bet
away
you're
now is My Chemical
stoked.
Romance. I'm sick. I'm sick. My tummy hurts. I'm so excited.
She's sickly stoked.
Yeah, it's
Sickly.
also the
Is it?
last. It's a
Oh,
Saturday. It's
okay.
also the last stop of their tour, like the
Yeah.
last stop of the US tour. So we're thinking maybe there's going to be like a big, like something that happens.
Yeah.
So we're excited about that too. I'm having a great time. I'm having a good time in life right now. I'm almost having like too good of a time, where like things are going too well and I'm scared something terrible is going to happen.
I always have that in the back of my mind as well when I'm like, okay, this is going great. And then I'm like, but what if this were to happen? But then I'm like, I won't think about that. But I'll be mentally prepared for it if it does.
Yeah. What did my mom always say? She said, be like, hope for the best and prepare for the worst.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's better than the opposite, right? Where you prepare for the best but hope for the worst. I mean, that would be
That would
terrible.
be silly. Why would anyone do that?
I was just like, it sounds silly to say it, so I'm just gonna say it.
It was. What
But
about you?
exactly, it's silly.
What were your glimmers this week? Did I already ask you?
I did, but it's okay.
Oh my
What happens
gosh.
is I went first.
Oh,
It's okay.
pumpkin. Because we swapped off. I'm so sorry.
No,
I'm just so excited.
it's okay. I do the same thing with you, where I'm like, "Did you
I
already say your
know.
glimmers?" You're like, "Yeah, I just did." I'm like, "Oh," but you get lost. You
You
guys, what
know,
happens when you share your glimmers? You get lost in like the glimmer dust, and you just kind
lost
of
in the glimmer
go, and
dust.
happens. And it's not a bad thing. It's not. It's really not.
You know whose glimmers we didn't get to talk about yet? Listener glimmers. Our first glimmer is anonymous glimmer that was done. Oh, real quick. For our listener glimmers, excuse me. On our pod, we celebrate something we call glimmers. It's anything that made you smile or gave you hope or made you blush or just brought you a little bit of joy that week. It could be big or small. We celebrate them all. You can submit your glimmers to us a couple of different ways. You can follow us on Instagram and keep an eye out for our Instagram stories. Those glimmers will be read anonymously on the pod. You could DM us on Instagram and let us know what your pronouns are and what you'd like to be called. If you don't include that information, we'll also read those anonymously. Or you can send us an email if you don't have Instagram at tusgpod@gmail.com. That is also in our show notes, where you can ask to be anonymous or give us your name and pronouns there as well, where we can read your glimmers and we can celebrate you, because we want you to, especially now, we really want you to focus on the things that, you know, bring you joy right now. The especially if you're an American or just someone who observes the world in any sort of empathetic lens, it's really hard to get up and look at your phone sometimes, I think. Like, I think a lot of us need to, unfortunately, get off the internet, stop scrolling, get outside. It doesn't matter. But we just want to focus on what makes us happy. So the first anonymous glimmer that we have today says, "My kid's just wanting to hang out with me." Isn't that so cute? I think family time is so important. And when, I'm sure, like, I'm not a mom, but I'm sure when you're a mom and your kids, like, make the conscious choice to be like, "Hey, let's do something today," I bet that feels so good.
I could see that. I
Because,
understand. I feel that with like just people in general, wanting to hang out with me and all that. I
yeah.
get it.
So I'm really glad that your kids wanted to hang out with you. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys did something and created memories together. I'm sure you did. And next time it happens, I implore you to take some pictures. Even if they're not like, some people don't like being in pictures, maybe just take a picture of like something from the day, like maybe a piece of food that you had, or a picture of what you're watching on the TV, or a picture of a craft that you completed together, just to have a little keepsake memory to remind you of the day. That's what I would do.
I agree. I like to do that. I know there's people that don't like their pictures posted on social, so you go say, I'm not going to do this for, social media. I just have it for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's always a nice little compromise. But I don't know. I like to, as someone that likes to take pictures of stuff that they do and just like to keep that memory.
Mm-hmm.
You can look back on it, like you said. But
Oh, as a glimmer real quick, like I found like my old photography, and my friend a long time ago when I had moved away, she sent me this like scrapbook that she made on construction paper of a bunch of like old cutout pictures of our old high school friend group, and like I found
oh
that
my
and it was
gosh,
so sweet, and like so yeah, taking pictures is really important. And I'm glad that she was so like crazy with the camera when we were in high school, and that we have those memories to share. So pictures are such a nice thing to have.
gosh, Tiff, I want to see that. Just so
I
you
will.
know,
I'll
I
show
want
it
to
to
see
you. I
that.
don't want to post it, but I'll show it. I'll send you
No,
pictures
yeah, just
after
send
the
me
pod.
pictures. That's all I care
Hmm.
about. I love pictures. They're
You will
so
love
great.
it. You'll love it.
Yay!
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, so our next glimmer is going to be our little DM, and it's from Riku, she, her,
Hi,
and she
Riku.
says, "Yeah, I know. Thank you. Thank you for sending your glimmer in." Her glimmer is, "This week is finally getting to get more court stuff handled and getting the child support these kids deserve. Despite being nervous, I don't say it often, but I am so proud of myself and everything I have gotten through this year and having the most amazing friends to be there to support me."
Yeah. I'm really proud of Riku. She's been working so hard for herself and her kids, and she's been doing all the hard stuff so bravely. So kudos and all of the flowers to Riku for also being also just being a great friend through it, like still supportive despite what she's going through. Just a lovely, beautiful person who we're really lucky to know.
Yeah, and like she always has like a positive mindset, I feel like, you know, even
Hmm.
though she is going through a lot of rough stuff. And like I want to say Riku and I are the same age, and I just can't imagine like going through what she is at this time of her life. But you know, she's doing it and she's not taking no poopy from nobody, and I think that's great. And she's just very much a go-getter, and she has a very strong personality, I feel like.
Hmm.
And she's also soft. She's hard yet soft, you
She
know?
is.
So
Yeah. I
she's
know
tough and
exactly what
stuff,
you
but
mean.
also lovely. She's a lovely
Hmm.
person. So Riku, thank you for studying your glimmer. Very proud of you for getting through the most hard stuff that I don't think people really realize people go through in their lives, or people like stuff that people would normally go through in their life. And
I
then
know,
there's just a lot of hardships.
and coming out on the other end so gracefully when a lot of people would be crumbled, is just,
Yeah.
you're incredible. Thanks for being my friend.
Yeah. Thanks for being our friend.
Thanks for being friend of the pod. Uh,
Yeah.
uh, We have one more glimmer, a new one today. It says, "Hi, big fan here, Stephanie, she, her. Hi, Stephanie. My
Hey
current glimmer,
yo.
my current glimmer is that I have been brave lately. My husband and I went on a few rock climbing trips recently where I tried some climbs I would have been way too nervous to do in the past. Yay!
Oh my
Also,
gosh.
also, I went on a run past where I had previously been attacked by a bird and had been too afraid to run near since then. Yay, you're so
Oh,
brave doing it scared. It feels if
yes.
she says it feels good to do things scared. My current goal is to keep it up. Thanks for the feel good pod. Please keep doing it. Thank you so much. That's really sweet of you. I'm proud of you. Fuck that bird. You showed that bird that it can't control you or your feet.
Or your
That's
feet.
amazing. Also, the rock climbing thing scares me, so I'm so happy that I can live vicariously through you, and
Hmm.
watch you climb rocks, safely from the ground. That's amazing. Congratulations on doing it scared. There's nothing feels better than being terrified to do something and then doing it anyway and coming out on the other end and being like, oh, well, that wasn't that bad.
That's literally how I feel with everything that gives me anxiety ever. So I
Mm-hmm.
understand, and you know, good for you for not letting that burb
Burp.
stop you. burb, burb. I do say burb instead of
Well, you know the
birds.
birds work for the bourgeoisie.
Sure. I was actually told that birds aren't. Someone told me that birds aren't real. They're like,
Birds aren't
hey, I have
real.
this theory that
They're
birds aren't real. They're actually
they're
cameras from the
government
government.
spies. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you know what? Hit them with a stick, I guess. Sorry.
Hit them
If
with a
they're gonna bother
stick.
you.
Yeah,
If
carry a
they're gonna bother
stick.
you.
I need to get
Tiff
back in
does it.
doing. Well,
Tiff carries a
actually,
stick.
I've been scared. I've actually been scared to walk my dog again because
Yeah.
last time my dad was here, he was walking the dog with my nephew and they got attacked by a dog too.
The same dog or different
A
dog?
a different dog.
Oh, okay.
Um and like
My
I do
God, poor Rex.
I know. I don't know how this boy like still wants to go outside ever, but every time I pull the leash out, he's still excited for it.
Because he doesn't
Um,
scare Tiff. He's
I
following your
know. I
example.
need to do it. So I need to do it scared. I'm gonna try to get back into doing at least a weekly walk, a long one. Because you know we have a
Yeah.
backyard, so we play out in the backyard a lot. But he needs a little bit more like smells and stimulation, and I know that. I'm scared of him getting hurt.
That's
I'm not
fair.
scared of getting bit myself. I'm scared of him getting hurt. Although, did you know? Okay, this is not a glimmer. Did you know that rabies is on the rise in America? Because people are not vaccinating their dogs because they believe that the dogs will get autism from the rabies vaccine. People are dying of rabies
What?
because
I like don't. I'm listening to you. I just also don't believe it.
I'm sorry, it's true.
Okay, so that's something that's going on in the world that
Two
I
days
don't think
ago, two
anyone
days
else
ago,
really knew.
deadly rabies cases pose public health threat across US. 75% of Americans are exposed. What does this say? 15 rabies outbreaks events currently. That's 22 confirmed cases this year after just 6 last year. That's 3 times increase. Okay, that is not Okay, but okay, so get your fucking pets vaccinated. What the fuck? Sorry, you know what's so
Yeah.
funny? Stephanie just texted me.
She was like, I heard you. I sneezed. You're talking about
Look
me
at
on the
this latte
pod. I
she
knew
just
it.
got. She sent me.
Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. She took a really good picture of it too.
They put a little spider web on it. Stop, that's so cute.
Oh,
Okay. Anyway, get your fucking dogs vaccinated, you weirdos, but that's another reason I'm scared, you know?
yeah.
Your
Yeah.
dog's not gonna get autism, you loser. Get the rabies vaccine for your dog. Because rabies in humans is lethal. It will kill
I
you.
believe it. I
It will
mean,
kill you.
I believe it, but I'm also just kind of like, where's this misinformation coming from? Are they taking like the vaccines for humans and then they're comparing it to dog vaccines, which aren't, I'm
Well,
just,
vaccines
I
don't give
don't,
humans autism either.
no, I know, but like, I knew that was being a
But
thing with
yeah,
like
it's
the
a
whole
big
COVID
thing.
vaccine thing. That's all.
I
That's why I was
know.
like, what?
I don't know. Anyway, hey guys, thank you so much for sending in your glimmers. Sorry to talk about
Thank
rabies directly
you.
after that. My bad.
Rabies.
Um,
It's a PSA. It's a
yeah.
PSA. You're helping people
PSA,
be informed.
rabies is on an uptick. There's a threefold increase. Hey, if you're scared, do it scared. Because imagine how scared you would be if you had rabies.
Facts, though.
More scared than having an
Facts.
autistic dog, I'm sure. Oh no, my dog's good at math and really likes trains. It's fine.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Yes.
I can
Please vaccinate
I
your
can make
dog.
that joke. I'm autistic. I'm allowed to joke
It's
about
okay. Tiff, I didn't say you couldn't. I didn't say. I was like, how do I segue this into my article? Because mine's about mental health.
Oh, well, we're gonna tell we're gonna tell good stories now, but I'm gonna pee
Yes.
first because I
Okay.
drink a whole
Go
cup
on.
of coffee. My bladder is empty. My bladder is empty.
Did you
I'm
flush
sad.
the toilet?
3 times.
Okay. But did you what? 3 times you flushed the toilet?
Yeah, we have a big water bill here, but it's fine.
What? Okay.
No, Perp, I only
It's
want
like,
I only
why?
flushed it once.
Well, you're the one that said 3 times. I'm just like questioning over here what everyone else is thinking. So that's all. That's it. Real
Fair.
quick, is your shower fixed yet?
Mostly.
Like,
I can
can
use
you
it.
use it?
Yeah, but for some reason the
Okay.
water pressure is like kind of shitty now.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a glimmer. Why wasn't that? You guys, Tiff shower works for the most part.
Yeah. I did forget to tell
That's
you guys
good.
that my shower is functioning to an extent.
Ayo. It's okay. I remember when we got our toilet replaced, our water pressure kind of went down a little bit as well. Not sure how that's related, but it happened.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's okay. It's all right.
Cool.
Okay. So my article is concerning is concerning a nonprofit digital tool called Koko, Koko.
Cute.
And it's designed to help youth get mental health support directly within online platforms they frequent, such as social media or telehealth services. So I don't know if anyone's done this before, but basically, when you're not feeling really great when you're on the internet, like I'll type in like just post to do like if I'm feeling anxious, I'll go on Instagram and I'll search like anxiety, right? Because like I'll be feeling some anxiety and I want to find a post that maybe like I want to share to just kind of like have like an outlet or reach out to others and be like, hey, if you're feeling anxious, it's okay. Like mine is a more like supporting mental health mentality, not like, hey, let's look up stuff that makes me more anxious mentality.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you've ever tried this. It's both on like I want to say it's Facebook and Instagram, but if you do search this stuff, they'll send you a little thing that will be like, hey, are you okay? Hey, are you good? Hey, here's some
Oh.
sources or like resources to help like that you
like
could
when
reach
you're
out to help
searching
you
it,
feel
it's
this
like,
way.
hey, are you
Correct.
feeling a little Yeah.
Yeah. Like, is everything okay? Because in like the youth and stuff, like when you're like that sounds weird to say, when you're young, and you don't want to ask people things in person because you might be embarrassed or you might be ashamed or whatever
Mm-hmm.
the case, you go to the internet And, what Coco does is it detects high risk content using algorithms trained on keywords and terminology associated with harmful topics such as disordered eating or self harm. I'm sure anxiety and depression could find their way in there as well. And what Coco does is instead of showing harmful content, it sends a message like, everything okay? You are not alone. For peer support, self help courses, and other resources, please try Coco. And it redirects, whatever, it doesn't have to be youth exactly, it could be whatever age, to free mental health resources. And I thought, considering that it's the month of September, it's Suicide Prevention Month, and I realize I'm kind of interchangeably using Suicide Prevention Month and Suicide Awareness Month. Like,
It's
I'm saying one or the other. Yeah. And, well, I guess you're also making it aware, like, hey, these are the resources that are, if you're struggling or you know someone that's struggling, here are some contact numbers and websites that you can go to, and someone it could, who's professional and trained
Mm-hmm.
in that area that you can talk to and get help for, right? So, let's see. It says that Coco actually began as a peer support app. So Robert Morris founded this in, I believe it was 2013, at his time at MIT, and it evolved into a nonprofit addressing youth mental health at scale. So that's really cool. And at the time of the 2023 article, over 2 million users had engaged with Coco in the past year. So that was really cool to see that, they're actually making engagement, they're reaching, like the youth audience, which is great.
Yeah.
Um, it does say that Coco's interventions are evidence-based and grounded in peer-reviewed research, including randomized controlled trials, and it shows high usage satisfaction of 88%, where they found that the users found the Coco service helpful, which that's great. That's a really high percentage, actually. And they maintain a strong ethical practice. They obviously take anonymity really well, and they don't do any like personal data collection, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
And then they also have found that they have formed partnerships with major digital and social media platforms to like allow them to embed their tools. So I kind of am wondering if like the examples I gave of like Facebook and Instagram, like if that was possibly like either that's Coco or if that's some kind of like related tool that they're using to just kind of make sure that users that are using a social media platform are kind of getting like that, hey, someone's listening, not in like a scary way, but in like a supportive, caring, like making sure you and your mental health are doing well. And if it's not, hey, here are some ways to reach out and get help if you
Wow.
need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on their
So
website right
really cool.
now.
Yeah. Yep. If you go
I
to
pulled up their
I
website.
believe it was Coco. Oh, it's getsupport.org, and there's a contact helpline, there's peer support, and there's also you can take a free wellness course as well, and you can change the
Wow.
languages. Um yeah,
I
they
found something
have, I
called
believe it's English.
cococares.org.
Oh yeah, that's also there too. Yep.
Okay. All the same website
That's
that
probably like their
I.
main one, but
Okay.
yeah. Yep, the
Cool.
getsupport.org you'll find through Coco Cares. Um And actually, their tools have reportedly enabled platforms to capture up to 40% more harmful content than they could alone. So that
Wow.
indicates a significant boost in safety effectiveness. So, really
Yeah.
cool. I think the whole concept of Coco and just the fact that Rob Morris even found the fact that it started out as like a peer support app, like while
Yeah.
they were in school, and then it turned into, hey, this is a thing that social media platforms could really use and could help people around the world. I just thought it was very effective, and I feel like, and I was telling Tiff this, I feel like considering it being September and being Suicide Prevention Month, I feel like a lot of my articles are going to revolve around mental health, just because I feel like that's really important. And I feel like, as I was saying when Tiff was doing her thing on the toilet and whatnot, that like I feel like these months are harder for people,
Yeah.
in the sense of there's, at least up here, there's less sun. I kind of felt it a little bit yesterday, like the less sun feeling and just kind of feeling a little bit like calmer, a little bit downer, and not really knowing why exactly. And then also like the holidays aren't always, I know it's September, I'll calm down. But as we get closer to the holidays and like the Burr months, like they're good, but they're also on the other side
They're
cannot
hard
be
for
everyone's
people.
favorite time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
So that's my article. I thought it was a really good idea. It's not like I haven't also found myself, searching different things out there, and that, not like terrible things obviously, but like if I would search anxiety, like I would get some kind of like mental check-in from the app that I'm using, whether it be
Hmm.
Instagram, Facebook, or it could be Threads. Maybe I haven't done it on Threads yet.
Hmm.
I'm still new to Threads, but it's just kind of nice to know that someone else is listening and is trying to like at least offer some kind of support, even if you don't even know who they are. But that's my article, and
I
thanks for
just
listening.
thank you for telling us about it. I went to
Mm-hmm.
cococares.org/partner, and they have these
Mm-hmm.
testimonials that kind of revolve on the website. But it
Mm-hmm.
says that they service 199 countries. They've supported over 5 million people, and they said that they help somebody approximately every 90 seconds. So they have like little testimonials on the bottom from anonymous users that say like Coco has helped me through a lot. I'm starting to have hope for myself. Coco saved my life when I was 15 and alone. So I think this is a really great tool that
Oh my
you told us about
gosh.
today. This is really great. If people want to learn more about Coco, I am putting the cococares.org partnership link in the show notes as well.
Yeah.
So if you want to learn more about Coco and see where you can um, have access to that, please take a look at that. But thank you so much for telling us about it, Bert.
Of course, of course. I actually am looking at. I just like opened Coco Cares real quick, and it just says available on platforms that youth use every day. And we're talking like TikTok, Pinterest, Giphy, Snapchat's a really big one,
Yeah.
Tumblr,
Yep.
and Blue Sky's on there. And I was
Yep.
like, I was not gonna mention Blue Sky because I don't really use Blue Sky, but just little interesting things in there, and I just think it's really cool, and I think it just makes a difference.
I think it does.
So you know, real cool, real
Cool
cool.
beans.
Well,
Cool
Tiff,
beans.
whenever you're ready, I would love to know what your article is.
Yeah. My article has to do with honestly a grump that I've been having lately. I don't know if you've noticed, but this administration is really bad for the LGBTQIA community. There have been significant rollbacks in rights for LGBTQIA plus um, people, especially trans people. They're talking about affecting marriage equality and the ability to get married as a same-sex couple now. Some things that are going on in Florida, in Orlando by the Pulse. I don't know if you guys know, but the Pulse nightclub had a sickening tragedy several years ago where somebody shot up a gay nightclub. Um, and they had a memorial out there where they painted the crosswalk rainbow colors. We had rainbow crosswalks here in my town, like in the little Five Points area that I hang out in. All of that has been paved over and painted black recently because Governor DeSantis is a fucking loser piece of shit. And my so that's just really making my ass itch lately. So my story is comes from goodgoodgood.org and it is from July. And it's about a lesbian archive that's preserving LGBTQ plus history to make sure that future like youth, LGBTQIA plus youth, are not lost on the history of their own people. Um,
I think actually here in Michigan we had some rainbow crosswalks. But I don't think any of them got washed away to my knowledge, but they definitely did a few up here as well. So I thought that was
well,
really
I
cool.
think your governor is a little more progressive than my governor.
I'd like to think so, yes.
My
But
governor gets on
I don't know.
his weak little knees and puts Donald Trump's wrinkly, tiny little cock in his mouth on the daily and chokes on it. So, um, yeah, fuck Governor
Well,
DeSantis.
I do know more about the bad that your governor's doing.
He's the fucking worst, and I promise you I could body that little short bitch if he gave me the chance. Hey,
Hmm.
DeSantis, you, me, one-on-one, hand-to-hand combat. If you're a pussy, say nothing.
There you go. You heard it here first.
Hey, Stuart Little, you got little risers in your shoes because you're a little short bitch. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Um, okay.
Yeah.
Ohio Lesbian Archives in Cincinnati's Over the Rhine began in 1989 and was founded by Phoebe Beiser and Victoria Vick Ramsetter. Their mission basically stemmed from experiences of invisibility during their teenage years. The archives originated. Can I talk? The archives originated above this place called the Crazy Ladies Bookstore, which is a feminist bookstore that opened in the North Side in 1979 and kind of became this community hub. So like it was a place for other gay youth to meet and feel seen and like talk about activism and that kind of stuff. Like
Hmm.
real grassroots activism and like agitation. As part of the Making Diverse Ohio initiative, which was funded with a $250,000 grant from the Institute of Museum and Library Services, the archives and bookstore were to receive historical markers recognizing their significant role in queer history. So they started this like collection of archives at this bookstore of queer gay history essentially. That recognition came after, yeah, that recognition came after a statewide overview had showed Ohio had 1,800 historical markers, but only two recognized LGBTQ plus history until the third market for Summit Station, a former lesbian bar, was added. Unfortunately, in late March, an executive order by President Fuckwad Trump led to IMLS being effectively dismantled and its staff furloughed, and consequently, the $250,000 grant was canceled. So that promise of them being able to use that grant money to create this queer history archive completely gone because Donald Trump can't see his penis and he's upset about it. This cut severely
Hmm.
jeopardized the placement of markers for the archives, the Crazy Lady Bookstore, and other queer historical sites. Some initiatives may move forward via an alternative community funding, but it's mainly unresolved.
Hmm.
So these two women are doing it themselves, essentially. They're really trying hard to preserve this marginalized history because, as we've seen, if anybody with a brain looks at what you've been taught in public school, you'll see that, like, we don't learn, like, everything. History is written by the victors, and unfortunately, the victors have been mainly white cis men. So, queer history, black history, history of people of color is mainly erased in this country. I've recently learned about stuff that I didn't learn in high school or college about like slavery and stuff like that. That is sickening, and I'm not going to go into it on this episode, obviously. All this matters because we want to preserve marginalized histories. The archives serve as a physical and emotional testament to lesbian and queer histories, and that's often overlooked or erased, aka what DeSantis is doing here in Florida.
Hmm.
And its visibility through recognition. These historical markers, they symbolize public acknowledgement of the LGBTQ plus contributions and the struggles, which is helpful for education and solidarity. Gay people have always existed in our community and they've always been contributing and they've always been here. Like it's not a new phenomenon. Trans people are not a new thing. Like you're hearing about them more because people are feeling comfortable in being who they are because that's what should have always been happening. It's not a new phenomenon in any means. Um, but the cancellation of this grant, and I'm sorry, this is supposed to be a good story, but um, I'm hoping that just bringing awareness to it will make people realize that this is really important. Despite the grant being taken away and them losing that $250,000 to help archive this history, the archives and the volunteers who sustain it, they're undeterred and they're carrying on um, just as the queer community always has throughout history, and they're still going to be documenting their existence. There are ways that we can fight this. I guess that's really the glimmer. We can
Mm-hmm.
support this archive and the preservation of queer history. There's ways to donate to the queer archives and community centers. You can support the Ohio Lesbian Archives. You can support the Lesbian Her Story Archives in New York. You can support the GLBT Historical Society in San Francisco. You can support One Archives Foundation from Los Angeles. And there's also digital transgender archives that you can support. Even tiny little
Wow.
donations can help maintain these collections and preserve aging materials. The problem is like digitizing this stuff is great, but holding space online costs money.
Mm-hmm.
Because you
Mm-hmm.
have to keep up data centers, you have to keep networks running, you have to have the .com of it all. If
Mm-hmm.
donating is not like in your wheelhouse, if it's just not something you can do, you can also volunteer your time or skills for archiving or librarianships. You can ask queer elders for interviews, or like record those interviews and have them saved like on digital, like on physical media, like tapes. If you're good at web design, you can always donate your skills to helping set up these websites, or you can start with community outreach or fundraising. So start a podcast and just start talking about it, something like that.
Ayo.
And if that is even not something that you can do, you can share their stories on your social media platforms, especially if you have any kind of platform where people are watching you. That's useful. Fundraising campaigns like I'm doing with the To Write Love on Her Arms is a great way to utilize your communities that you might have to support this initiative. And looking for like collections of queer materials like photos or zines or letters, like any kind of written physical material, or just resharing content can increase visibility. And it says to, if you are a queer youth or LGBTQ plus, make sure that you're preserving personal journals and zines and flyers and arts. Take photos of protests and drag events and take pictures at queer clubs or Pride. Like, create visibility. I think really what this administration wants to do is scare people into hiding, and that's the opposite of what we need to do. We need to make sure that people know that the queer community is a part of the greater community, that they contribute to society, and that there's no difference between them and like a cis straight gender person. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, preserving queer history isn't just about memory. It's about resistance and survival and empowerment. And it's something that we can all kind of help in. And like, they're here and they're important to our society and they make contributions. And like, yeah, so we need to preserve queer history, and fuck Governor DeSantis and fuck Donald Trump.
Yeah, as you should. That's why I was like, hey, this podcast.
Y'all know that sometimes I get mad about political stuff on here. It's just who I am.
And I feel like it's rightfully so. Being who they are is like almost is being viewed as like a bad thing, and then being made to feel like it's not okay to
Yeah.
be yourself and
Mm-hmm.
to, you might not look on the outside how you feel on the inside, or you do, and whatever you're comfortable with, really, and I just feel like everyone just wants to be accepted, and like I kind of want to shake these people that are, the authority figures.
Shaking is interesting. I kind of just want to put a bullet in them, but I don't think I
I know
can
you
say
do.
that.
I know.
As a
But
joke.
this is-
As a joke, I want to put a bullet in them.
Yeah, she meant like a rubber bullet.
A fake, a proverbial bullet, a metaphorical bullet.
A jelly bean. She's actually talking about a jelly bean.
That's it. See, for legal reasons, that was completely a metaphorical joke.
Yeah. I feel like it takes a lot more energy to hate someone than it is to love someone. But hey, that's just me.
That's a good.
Man, you
that's a
got
good
me
point.
like lecturing over here, Tiff. What are you doing?
No, I'm trying to get everybody mad. You guys mad yet? I'm sorry. You should have went second. I should have told my story first.
Oh, it's okay.
I didn't realize
it's
I was
okay.
going to get so heated.
Tiff, I accept you how you are. Like the world should be accepting of the queer community, really. Okay, that was the pod,
It
right?
was.
I mean,
Yeah, that was the pod, I think.
I'm just
That was the pod this week. Sorry for getting mad.
yeah,
I did We're having a hard time. Like the good news stories are far and few between right now, y'all.
just a little
So,
bit.
send in your glimmers, please, so we can fill that time with something else. We will still have the To Write Love on Her Arms fundraiser in there, but something else that we're working on right now. As you can see if you're on YouTube, we are dressing up until Halloween. Every week we're gonna
Yo.
have a new little costume on, but our Halloween episode, we would like to read scary stories. So if you have scary ghost stories, your own encounters with ghosts, or scary things, we would love for you to submit those to tell us tusgpod@gmail.com, or tell us something good pod on Instagram for us to read. We're going to be recording that episode on October 24th. So please get in any scary stories that you want us to read by October 23rd. What's wrong? Are you scared? Are you nervous already?
Don't make them too scary. Make them at least put a warning if there's like clowns.
Oh
Just put a
yeah.
warning if there's clowns. Perp don't do clowns, but
I'll
I'll read them. I'll read them. I just won't sleep later. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just keep in mind who's gonna be reading them. I'm open to whatever, but just put a little warning in there that hey, this might have a clown in it. That's all I
Okay.
ask.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, so if you have a scary haunted clown story, let us know in advance, I guess. Um
Just me. just be like, perps, look out.
but yeah, tell us your ghost stories, want to hear those. The Patreon exists, but I'm still kind of figuring out how to set it up, so don't get too excited yet. My goal is to have it available by October.
Sweet.
So let's hope that I can figure that out by then. I'm just trying to like figure out the tiers and like see what people might actually want, and like I want to offer value with it. So that's why I don't want to just put something out and be like, "Give me money" for no fucking
No,
reason.
I
But we
get
are
it. You want to, yep.
yeah, but I do need a little bit of help funding the pod going forward, because
Yeah,
things is getting tight out here. So
I
um
get you. I
try to give you
understand.
guys some good value with that. We really want to work on some behind the scenes and extra content in the future for you guys to enjoy. But until then, again, send in your glimmers. Where are they sending the glimmers in again?
Okay, so just letting you guys know if you guys want to send your glimmers, which you really should, because big or small, we celebrate them all. So if you want to email us, include your name if you want to be named. If you don't want to be named, let us know. Include your pronouns if you want to do that as well.
tusgpod@gmail.com.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So then if you want to send, she's making me laugh now. So then there's also our Instagram, which is Tell Us Something Good Pod. You can send us a DM on there. Put your name and pronouns unless you want to be anonymous, or respond to one of our stories questions that will pop everywhere on there every so often.
Yeah.
Which we don't, those are automatically anonymous. So we'll usually be like, hey, let us know what happened this week that made you smile, and put a little thingy in there. And we always check those before we record and make sure we have all of our little things ready. So yeah, pretty cool.
Oh, I forgot to tell you about one of my glimmers. Is it too late?
Oh, no, go, glim
So,
away,
before-
Tiff.
Before Pixie got here yesterday, I went to this thing called the Really Free Market, and I brought some extra lighting stuff. I brought like a green screen background with a frame and like the clips. And I brought some last year when I did the To Write Love on Her Arms, I got a care package with these yard signs that say "Please stay alive." So I brought 2 of those because I have one in my yard, and they gave me 3. And I brought an old vintage dress that I couldn't sell, but that is way too big for me now. And I brought a bunch of stuff with me, and it all got picked up. The first things that went were the "Please stay alive" signs, which made me really happy. Like, people really wanted those. And then the green screen, the black backdrop, and the white backdrop, and the frame for it went to this little kid that does puppet shows on YouTube. And he makes his own zines, and he gave us 2 copies of his zines for free, like 2 different zines that he drew, like his comic books that he drew himself. And it was just really sweet. Like,
What?
it's a huge event. The whole community comes out. People bring clothes. There was a guy making food and just giving it out. Like, he was making fried peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and giving them out.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my God, it was such a cool event. They do it once a month. So I'm really excited to like go back there again. And I had a really good time at the Really Free Market. I just wanted to bring that up. I'm sorry I almost forgot about it, but I felt so happy that that little kid got stuff, and that
That's so
the Please Stay
cool.
Alive signs went really quick. Like, that made me really happy.
So wait, how do you know that he did puppet shows?
He told us that he wanted them for the puppet shows that he does.
Oh, he didn't. Oh wait, so I guess how's the stuff set up? Like at
Okay,
this really
so
free marketplace.
you just go to the park. It's at this place called Memorial Park. You bring a big blanket and all the stuff you don't want anymore, and you just lay it out on the blanket, and people come around and they pick it up or they don't, and you do the same, and everything is free, and that's it. That's the whole thing. It's just community aid.
So were you there? Were you still like at the blanket when he was picking up the green screen?
Yeah, I didn't
Okay.
look for anything to pick up because I was focused on getting rid of stuff this week.
Yeah,
So I didn't really bring anything that I didn't go in with the idea of like, oh, I want to get something for myself. That wasn't the point.
No, I get it. I get understand. I was like, wait, did you like ask him? Was he like, hey? I just wondered like what prompted him
No,
to share.
his
What he's
his
gonna use
mom
them
and
for.
dad were there too, I think, and they were telling us about it, and it was just really cute.
They were trying to get him subscribers. They were like, hey, check out this kid.
I should have gotten
Monetize.
his account. I should have gotten his account, but I didn't because I don't
I'm
follow
sure.
children on the internet.
No, that's fair. I
Yeah.
was like, maybe we should help, but then I was like, oh, maybe we should. I don't know. But hey, whoever he is, we'll call him Jimmy. Jimmy, I hope you're having a great time, and I hope
Hey, little
you
Jimmy.
are able to be a pro YouTuber with puppet shows. And
Me
I hope
too.
these puppet shows are like, can you imagine? They're like, she puts them to like death metal, and it's like these like puppets like moshing, and he's like, yeah. And I'm trying to also think like, what if it's like a kids show and like Mr. Rogers style, and being like,
Oh,
hey everybody, how we doing today? But it's actually like, hey everybody, how we doing today? Anyway, that's it. That's what I
okay.
have to say
Like
about
Miss Rachel, but if she was metal.
Correct. I actually saw. Where did I see this? I don't know. There was someone dressed as a Miss Rachel, like I think at a Halloween party or a drag show, and I was
Cute.
like,
I love Miss
"Oh my
Rachel.
gosh!"
I'm obsessed with Miss Rachel.
Yeah, she's pretty
love her
great.
very
I do
much.
follow her on the socials. I like
Yep.
that. I like what she stands for.
Yep, me too. Okay.
Very cool.
Wow. Thank you guys for getting through all the rambling of the pod today.
Ram.
We be
Yeah.
we be scrambling. Okay. Okay, what advice do you have for the listeners today to close out on?
Well, I do want to say that, if you are one of the people that possibly might be searching for those keywords out there in the internet world, just remember that you have a community, you have friends, you have support, and just reach out to someone, don't feel afraid, I feel like, and I always like repost a lot of things that I agree with on my Instagram story, because I'm on there a lot. So just a lot of different things out there, but just remember that you're not alone and that you matter, and that Tiff and I would both rather you be here and exist on this world than not.
Yep.
So just keep
It's
that in mind.
It's a bad day, not a bad life.
Correct.
Yeah.
I forgot the Animal Crossing. There's an Animal Crossing quote that, what is it? Oh, just like bad times are just those that are bad. I don't remember. It's
Bad
something to
times
do
are
with
just
bad
times that are
times.
bad.
Thank you. That's
Yeah.
what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
I really I should just get that tattooed on me somewhere. That's probably what I should do.
Oh, I'm surprised you don't
I
have a
would.
Brewster tattoo yet.
I do have a Brewster tattoo.
Oh, it just froze.
I do have a Brewster tattoo. What? No, we're fine. Tiff, it's fine. I'm here. I'm good. No, it says trying to
I don't know if this
reconnect.
is working, but my advice is to look for community outreach and community aid opportunities, and to participate them, create connections and network with other people in your community. Um, Provide aid when you can and accept aid when you need it. And follow the pod at Tell Us Something Good Pod on Instagram and YouTube and on Threads.
Ba 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 ba